Hi there, my name is Bill Briwa. I'm a chef instructor at the Culinary Institute of America, and today we're going to take an old deli standby, potato salad, and bring it into a white tablecloth environment by creating a warm potato salad. So let's go ahead and get started. In this pan right here, I've got some big chunks of bacon that I've sauteed. A lot of fat was rendered out, and I took that fat and I discarded it. I'm instead going to replace it with some healthy olive oil. And in that olive oil, I'm going to saute some onions. I've got some sliced onions here. And we'll give those a chance to cook. It's okay by me if they are a little bit crunchy, but I'd like them to lose their harsh raw flavor. So we'll let them cook there for a little bit. The potatoes I'm using for this potato salad are actually two different potatoes. I'm using red new potatoes, and the reason I'm using those is I love the moist creaminess and the fact that they hold their shape, and then finally the beautiful color of the skin. Those are three great reasons for using this. What I'm going to supplement this with is some Yukon Gold potatoes that I've boiled. I took the skin off and I just mashed them up a little bit. And I'm using these in the event that my dressing is a little bit too loose. I can use this actually as a binder. These new potatoes will hold their shape like little soldiers, but they won't bind this preparation. These won't hold their shape, but they'll bind very, very well. So I'll get the best of both worlds. By the time these break apart, it'll lend a buttery, golden color to the whole preparation. Okay, I think we can move ahead. A little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm going to build a dressing right here in this pan. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. And the dressing is going to be made with the olive oil that's already in the pan. Here's some chicken stock that I've reduced down, some whole grain mustard, and then finally some red wine vinegar. And all those things are going into the pan. I'm going to add the mustard first, and we'll kind of wake up the flavors a little bit right here in the pan. And then in goes the chicken stock. Now this has been reduced so it's full flavored, but imagine for a second that I was serving this with a grilled chicken breast. Chicken stock would be entirely appropriate, but if it was going with a steak, I might choose to reduce some beef stock down or even use demi-glace. And then finally, we're going to add some vinegar. And we'll build this sauce right here in the pan. I'm going to taste it. It should be assertive, so don't be shy with the vinegar. Make sure that there's some salt and pepper. And we're going to take and introduce all of these new potatoes and put it back on the heat and give this a chance to warm up. I want to toss these potatoes in the dressing. You can see right now the dressing is still a little bit loose in the bottom of the pan, but we can take care of that very, very easily by introducing some of these Yukon Gold potatoes. Now, this will take just a moment to warm up. I've got a couple of other things that I want to add. Dill pickles with fresh dill. I've got those. If you like the idea of pickled onions, I have those as well. If you choose to use a lot of these ingredients, just ease back a little bit on the vinegar because these bring a certain amount of vinegar in their own right. I saw a version of this recently where instead of chicken stock they used beer, a lager beer, which might make a nice potato salad to go along with sausages. So here, in goes the pickles and the dill. I'm going to put just a few of these pickled onions in. I have some chopped parsley to brighten things up a little bit. And we'll toss that all together. And at this point, you can evaluate the quality and the viscosity of the dressing. And if you think you need it, a little bit of the Yukon Gold just smashed down will make quick work of the excess moisture that's in the bottom of the pan. It'll help this dressing kind of cling to the potatoes in a really, really appealing way. A warm potato salad with pickles and dill and big lardon of bacon that I think is entirely appropriate, not for a picnic and not for a deli, but for a white tablecloth restaurant side by side with a beautiful chicken breast or a steak. Here I used red new potatoes because I love their color and the way they hold their shape, and I used a secondary binder which was a little bit of Yukon Gold, which lent a wonderful richness and viscosity to the dressing. Try it yourself and see what you think.